if you don't have the social network of people, because a lot of times when you start having a baby, everybody's having a baby. So nobody knows. It's like the blind leading the blind. So if we don't have, like, that's why I love our podcast, because, I get to learn, from Helen, and Helen gets to learn from me too, like a lot about Beyonce. But but I love that because we need that. I mean, that's also biblical, right? The Bible says that women should be doing that. We should be training the next woman. And I think that, I can't say enough why I think it's powerful to share our stories instead of people saying that you shouldn't because you don't want to scare the person, but you should be prepared.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared that you wear diapers afterward. Like that, I had no idea that that was a thing. And that bothered me, right? Because I didn't nobody likes it, but if somebody had talked about it, it wouldn't have been such a shock. It wouldn't have been such a postpartum factor.
And the same happens when you have a C-section too. So I just want people to know.
So did you wear the diapers?
Yes. Even after it's the same. I know people are like, oh, but you're just getting stitched and you should be fine. I'm like, no. It all still happens.
And I've had every kind of delivery. So I've had a vaginal first, a C-section second, a vaginal birth after a C-section third, and a repeat C-section fourth.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, you don't understand. I'm like, yes, I do. Because the primary section, I had placenta previa, where, your placenta implants your cervix with my second one, Hannah. But I'll tell that primary section where I just laid down and had a C-section was better any day than that first delivery with all of those stitches.
Look,
but that's another reason why, for me, I want a female, OBGYN. That's my preference, because I want someone also who's been a mom, who has experienced birth, because then they can share more information with me. And I know some people are like, well, I mean, why is that important to you? I just said, I don't know. It just is. I need someone who has had lived experience in this and can share that knowledge.
And I will say, because not all women OBGYNs have children or have shared that. And then some men are very good at what they're doing and very, kind and considerate. But, I do feel like for me in my practice, there's a lot of value in kind of understanding. Like even sometimes when I'm doing pep smears all day, that I have to remember what it feels like to have this speculum in, because sometimes you're just kind of like, and you have to realize like, wait a minute. It's
a vagina and that hurts.
This is not a science.
That hurts.
Slow down a little bit.
But I think what you said, Helen, around just wanting someone that has lived experiences, I didn't know what I didn't know with my son, and so I had him with my primary care doctor. So I didn't do a pediatrician because I felt like it was just so much change, and I was like, this is the person I have the relationship with. I switched, and my current pediatrician, Dr. Colleen Black, I love the fact that she's got little kids too. And it's like we're in the same space. And, no matter what moms say, I do feel like moms forget. They forget what it's like. I feel like I have to constantly tell people I have a 2-year-old. And not only do I have a 2-year-old, I am 39 with a 2-year-old. Like, so all my friends' kids are like 10 plus. And they're like, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, my kid is in diapers. Okay. So it's like, but even though people don't, even a mom sometimes can get far away from what it's like being in the trenches with a 2-year-old. And so I like the fact that my pediatrician has kids that are under 10 years old, because I know she understands what it means when I call her every week asking her if a bump on my kid's face is cancer.
Yes.
I'm teasing. I don't do that.
But she does call her often. So
she tells you when she calls.
Yes, she calls her often.